best teammate we could have. Thank you, David.
Tatum's athleticism as he drives, really impressive. I mean, just shredding the defense to pieces there.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Dante DiVincenzo. Timberwolves trail by 4. Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. Takes it inside. Oh, he misses the dunk. Boston's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Kept alive. Out to White. Outside Tatum. On the 3 off target.
They've been beating them into a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And the dunk by Tatum.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
Holiday against Conley. Edwards gets to Conley with the step back, and it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitutions for the Celtics.
1:22 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Alexander-Walker. Shot to stop the run. Clock at 4. Randle passes to Gobert. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Another miss by Minnesota. Boston leading by 6. Here's Brown, and he uses the glass on the lane. Brown's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Working to get the high percentage bucket. Nicely done that time by Brown.
Here's Edwards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there, if he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, that he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
Edwards with the stuff.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
And rejection by McDaniels.
The length of McDaniels, a big factor at both ends.
Edwards, no good.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Here's Hauser. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Here's Edwards, and there's the drive. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Substitution on the court.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And so it's Boston headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Joe Ingles is out there with McDaniels. Then there's Reed. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 guard. And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 7. On the wing, DiVincenzo. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
2 on the clock. Ingles. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Celtics leading by 7. Here's Tatum. He takes it in. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Tatum's got 9. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
And we've played through the first minute here in the second.
What I love about DiVincenzo defensively is his competitive spirit. This guy loves to battle and compete.
And Reed throws it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
They've been doing a lot of things right in this game, but something they have to improve on is their ball security. And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Horford. He's getting around 8 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Ingles with the ball. He has yet to score. Miller kicks to DiVincenzo. Just 5 on the clock. Miller with a screen on Holiday. Lobbed up there for Miller. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
First team foul.
The throw drops for DiVincenzo. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Gobert's checked in for Miller. And it's Edwards in for Joe Ingles. Reed with a screen for Edwards. Wants to get it to Reed, and does.
That's what you want to see. Reed playing big in there.
The Celtics with the lead. Outside Holiday. Sweet move, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Some changes for Boston. Brown is checked in for Horford. And it's White in for Pritchard. Minnesota also making some changes. Randall's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Looking to get it going. Can't convert the two-handed jam.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, it's nice to see young guys like McDaniels come onto the floor and make the right play.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Anthony Edwards. Well, Greg, Boston didn't just win the title. They won their 18th NBA championship in style.
No series went more than 5, going 16-3 in the postseason, Kevin. Half of those wins were by 15 or more. The Celtics really weren't even challenged during that title run.
Edwards dishes to Conley. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Already growing a reputation as one of the game's most notorious trash talkers, Edwards is just having fun out there.
Here's Tatum. Gobert with the block. It's Edwards on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Stolen by Tatum. And here comes one. Leading the fast break. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and shoot.
Whoa, a little extra right there from Edwards.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Here's Holiday, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Both free throws good from Jrue Holiday.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
And the Celtics making a change here. Hauser's checked in. Edwards, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
The muscle from Edwards.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Pass to Holiday. Brown right side. 6 to shoot. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Edwards with another miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Brown. It's stolen by Randall. Outside Edwards. Taken away by Holiday. And now it's Brown running. Oh, what a dunk!
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Celtics lead by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The Washington Wizards right now trailing the Sixers out in Philly and still looking to find their footing as they're down 9 points in the second. Getting to that first half of action from Minnesota, they find themselves in the middle of a tight one.
They're playing too casual, not being aggressive.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Edwards with a strong cut. Contribution so far in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
The small and power forward, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
White, wide open. He fired. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists tonight. Timberwolves trail by 6. Nice move. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting a rock every time.
Steps back. White the pass to Tatum. It's stolen by Randall. Edwards against White, and there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Edwards kicks to Randall.
And you love how Tatum uses that long wingspan to really distract shooters. Great job contesting without fouling on that one.
Well, what an athlete this Porzingis kid is, man. I tell you, you put the rock anywhere near him, and he's going to throw it down.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
McDaniels gets a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Fader on the way. Rebound Boston. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at Minnesota. They're 8th in the conference and really looking to improve on the back end of the season.
And I think for Minnesota, they're not in a good place right now as a ball club. After the success of last season, they were expecting bigger and better things this year.
And you know what? Even though the season hasn't been a complete disaster, they're pretty dysfunctional as a team right now.
Pass to Brown. Porzingis with the ball. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside for Randall. Off target with his 3. Boston leading by 8. Poke loose. Tatum down low. Working on McDaniels. The layup off target. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Gobert with a screen on Holiday. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Rebound Boston.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Goes back up. Tatum slipped by the contact inside.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Porzingis with the block.
That reach of Porzingis is just outrageous. I mean, I love when he uses it on defense to stifle shooters.
Gobert with the block. Here we go, one-on-one. And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebounded by Tatum. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
McDaniels finds Edwards. Edwards holding off the D and converts.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Here for the Timberwolves. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jrue Holiday.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Tatum's shot is off.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Stolen by Reed. Alexander Walker with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. Miller with a screen on Holiday. Lobbed up there for Miller. Stolen by Holiday. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
An athletic forward who dunks it with style. Showing off his dunking ability right there.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And it goes down 2 points.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
With the crossover, Tatum. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Miller, and it's Miller with the jam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that 2-hand.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Newton. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Newton's got his first bucket of the night. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Boy, that is grown man ammonia strength from Porzingis there. How can defenders stop that?
Newton passes to Reed. And that's collected by Jrue Holiday.
Minnesota foul. Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitutions for the Celtics.
Got a piece of it. Outside, Horford. And so it's Boston holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Clark. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's Reed in at the 5 spot. Tatum drives in.
Cannot let Tatum roll to the bucket. When he's got a head of steam, he's going to finish with power.
Timberwolves trail by 10. DiVincenzo kicks to Reed. It's hauled in by Cornette.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the dunk by Tatum.
Whoa, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Celtics.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Back to Alexander Walker. Timberwolves passing it around. And the rejection by Tatum.
And look at Tatum turning up the defensive intensity, outworking the shooter.
And so Joe Mazzulla